Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy, Scotty Smooth, and in this video we are going to go over the comparison and my initial thoughts of the new Warzone Pacific update, the Caldera map. I've been playing it now for a couple days, so I have a kind of a better idea of what the pros are, what the cons are. So in the video we're going to compare my pros list and cons list to Verdansk versus Caldera, with the audio, the visuals, the gameplay, the weapons, the vehicles, all that. We're going to cover that in the video, and again, these are my thoughts. So I do want to see what you guys think about this, and if you think it's accurate, of course, let me know in the comments what you think. Now, this is only my opinion, so of course, if you guys think that my opinion is trash, that is okay. Everyone has their own opinions on the new map, but if you do disagree or agree, let me know below what you think, because I'm getting mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it, a lot of pro players hate it, but I don't know. We're going to go over what I think about it. If you're new, be sure to sub up to the channel if you want to see some more Call of Duty Warzone gameplay and videos. Of course, if you do enjoy this, hit the thumbs up. We are on the road to 1K subs, so everybody who has subbed up, liked the videos, commented, y'all the real MVPs. Remember that. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, I hope this video makes your day a little bit better. Let's jump into this frickin' comparison, baby. Peace! Alright guys, so here are the categories we're going to be talking about today. We got the map visuals, the audio, the guns, the vehicles, and then of course the overall grade at the end. And again, these are my thoughts, my opinions from the first week of Caldera and my thoughts about it, what could be changed. For the most part, I've been playing solos, so a lot of this kind of ties in with the solo gameplay. And honestly, in my opinion, like when it comes to that kind of stuff, I think solos is probably the best way to figure out if the audio is good, if the map visuals are good, because you don't have a lot of like fire going on. You have a lot more different things to go off of, like the audio or like being able to spot somebody in a bush. We're going to go over that, and I'm going to give it on a scale from 0 to 10. Of course, we're going to use the decimal system, the point system, so we're going to do that, and then at the end, we're going to give each one an overall grade. Here, let me zoom in on this real quick. Bam. Okay, perfect. And also, I'm going to explain why I gave this score and why I think this map is better than this one when it comes to that. So anyway, the map visuals. Now, when I talk about map visuals, I'm talking about not just lighting, because we all know Verdansk had some lighting issues, but we are going to be talking about being able to see somebody easily, right? Now, this map is very hilly. There's a lot of high spots. It's a very vertical map, and there are a lot of bushes, a lot of trees. The lighting's great. That was a huge up, but honestly, I think they took a step back because they added all this extra stuff in the map to now you aren't able to see someone in a bush. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been killed by just someone sitting in the corner there watching me as, you know, they're sitting in a bush, I'm running up a hill, or I'm running down a hill, someone up top gets me. So map visuals, I'm going to give Caldera, I'm going to give them a 4.2. Okay, 4.2 on the map visuals, because you can't really see, especially in solos. Like, there's just so many different angles you could get shot at. Now, that was always a problem with Warzone in general. Same with Verdansk. It wasn't just the problem in Caldera, but when it comes to that, like, it's even worse in Caldera because of the verticality of the map and because of all these extra things that players can hide in and hide behind. With Verdansk, all you had to do was worry about the buildings for the most part. I mean, yes, maybe some trees here and there, maybe a couple bushes, but in Caldera, the bushes are everywhere. It's insane. You know, now you got to look up, you got to look down, right, left, bush behind you, like you never know. So Caldera, we're giving a 4.2. Verdansk, of course, even though it had its lighting issues and, you know, the rose skin and everything like that kind of took over, I'm still going to give this one a 6.8. Just because it was, I mean, the flat level, I do like that and kind of miss that a little bit. I like the view of Caldera. I like the change. I like the lighting update. But when it comes to getting killed from random spots in the map without even knowing, Caldera takes the win on that one. So Verdansk, we're giving a 6.8 on the map visuals, and Caldera gets a 4.2. Now the audio. Now with the audio, of course, we're talking about footsteps. We're talking about the kill streaks. We're talking about the gunfire, everything when it comes to audio. And with Caldera, the thing that I absolutely cannot stand with the audio are the planes just dropping bombs the whole game, bro. Like, you're running around and you hear the whole time, and they sound like footsteps to me. So that just cancels the audio out completely. Now I not only can hear the footsteps on the ground, I hear this up here. I don't want to hear as much of this as I do this, you know what I mean? And I don't hear this because of this. So there's a bunch of planes. They sound like footsteps to me. I don't know what you guys think, if they sound like footsteps to you. But audio, Caldera, sorry, bro. We're giving you a 3.2 on the audio because, bro, I can't hear shit with those planes dropping those mini bombs. So 3.2. Verdansk, of course, had its audio issues here and there. The footsteps. I do feel like there's a lot less stuff going on in the map for now, and hell, maybe they change that in Caldera. You know, maybe they update that and remove the planes dropping bombs, and if that is the case, then that 3.2 is gonna be skyrocketing up to maybe like a 7 area or so. But for now, it's down there because I cannot hear anything without those bombs dropping the whole map. Hopefully they change that. Verdansk audio, we're giving you a 5.2 because it was hard to hear footsteps, and there was a lot of stuff going on, but in my opinion, Caldera, there's a lot more stuff going on. Now the guns. Of course, you guys know you can only use Vanguard guns in the Vanguard Royale for now. I am curious when they're going to roll out the other weapons, if they're going to roll out the other weapons. I would assume they would, but maybe not. Maybe they're just sticking with the Vanguard weapons. And it could be a little bit of a biased opinion because I haven't really leveled up that many guns, but when it comes to like the ground loot, you have to rely on that so much because you can't get your loadout until that first loadout drops. That first auto loadout, once that drops, then you can purchase your loadout. But until then, you have to use the ground loot. You have to rely on the ground loot. And it's just me. It's just my opinion. But the 1930s, 1940s, like weapons, they're not really my style. There's a lot of stuff going on with the guns. And some hit great, some don't. And I don't know. It's hard to keep up on those type of weapons. And of course, as this game is more and more played, you know, as we get more and more familiar of the meta weapons and such, that'll change. You know, just the gun knowledge will change. But for now, I'm not a big fan of the old school guns. We're gonna give this sucker a 4.9 on the guns. It is a bummer that we are stuck using the Vanguard guns. And for those that do not have Vanguard and can't spend time in Vanguard leveling these weapons up, because I know Vanguard was actually the lowest. Was it the lowest Call of Duty ever? Or maybe like in the last so many years when it comes to just buys overall. A lot of people were buying Battlefield. Look what happened to that. Vanguard was one of the worst Call of Duties that has rolled out when it comes to people that have bought it. So you guys are going to have a huge disadvantage to those that have been playing Vanguard since day one, have been grinding those weapons up to level 70, because you do have to get to 70 to max them out. And yeah, I mean, it's just a big disadvantage for those that don't have the game. So 4.9 Caldera. Verdansk, now I'm going to give Verdansk a high one here. We're going 8.1 because I do love the guns in Verdansk. I do love the Modern Warfare guns. I do love the ability to have the Black Ops weapons. You know, the Kilo, the MP5, the C58, you know, even the ones that they added towards the end, the EM2, the MG82, whatever. Like, those are all great weapons. The snipers in Verdansk were great. And I don't know if they're ever going to roll those weapons out into Caldera, but we're going to find out. I honestly hope they do, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're just going to stick with the Vanguard. I mean, they wouldn't, right? It wouldn't make sense for them to do that. If they have the settings set to the 1940, it's probably toast. Adios, Modern Warfare Black Ops weapons. But 8.1 for Verdansk on the weapons. The vehicles. Damn. Caldera, you are getting a low one, bro. 2.1 on the vehicles. Jesus. I mean, the one thing that I did really like about Verdansk is you never felt like you were going so slow even if you're in the Bertha. But man, Caldera, and I don't know if it's just because the hills and bro, the vehicles absolutely are terrible. You have of course the smaller vehicles that are quick, but you're heavily exposed. It's a Jeep that's the top down. You're done. Their Bertha in Caldera is so slow, especially going up and down hills. You should check out my last video. We're playing solos, and there's actually a clip of me driving around in this freaking thing. But you're trying to go up a hill, and you're literally going up like this. I shit you not. You're going up like that, and you're just an easy target for anybody, especially if you're going up the hill. Again, the vehicle's 2.1, and the reason behind that is probably because of the map, but yeah, they need to do something about that because those vehicles are tough. Now, Verdansk, I actually liked the vehicles quite a bit. With the vehicles, we're going to give it like a 7.8. I feel like that's a good number because there's a good variety of vehicles. The helicopter was easy to control against this freaking bomber plane that is hard as hell to control, in my opinion. Easily get around the map, whereas Caldera is not the case. Probably just because of the amount of mountains and hills there are in the game. And now the verdict, the overall grade, we're going to give the two maps. Caldera, again, we're week 1, week 2 in, so this is probably going to change over time when people start to see this, play this map a little bit more, when they start to do more and more updates. But, my friend, you are going to get a C-, bro. C-, in my opinion, and I don't want it to be a complete bitch fest, but in my opinion, Caldera has quite a bit of work to do, just because it can be fun, but it's hard to make that adjustment from Verdansk to Caldera. Not only the map itself, but the audio, the weapons especially, man. Like, the weapons are tough, in my opinion. The ground loot, not the best so far for Caldera, so I'm giving Caldera a C- overall grade. And Verdansk, of course, had its ups and downs as well, but towards the end it was getting pretty solid. But we're gonna give it a solid B for Verdansk. Bam. Verdansk gets a B. Caldera C-. Those are the grades, and I mean, guys are probably like, well, who are you to say what this means and how can you grade this? Whatever. Like, I mean, I'm sharing my opinion, what I think about the game, and comparing the two. Whether or not you guys agree, I really want to know what your thoughts are. I know a lot of players are frustrated about the new map. I'm not frustrated with it. I'm still going to play it. I'm not going to just like completely turn it off and say, forget this. They need to update the map. I'm not going to touch it until then. I'll play it. I'll complain here and there, but I try to keep the complaints as minimal as possible because, I mean, what are we going to do about it, at the moment? Of course, we could bitch and stuff, but just play the game, try to have a good time with it. Those are my overall numbers, overall grades. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Of course, appreciate you for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.